Hello everyone, this is Cozy Hearts Playthroughs and today we're gonna continue to play Slay the Princess. Now this time I'm gonna play a little longer than last time. I wanna see how far this supposed love story goes. Now let's see what happens if we don't fight her when she attacks us. Let me see.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone. She pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like,
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
no, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. I just can't let her escape into the world.
Who is I?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Narrator, why are you doing this?
Watch me. You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious?
Is my character a dragon? Like, look at the arm. Oh wait.
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
I'm not gonna fight her this time. Let's see what happens. If the
As
war's
the
gonna
blade
end,
falls from
then
your
whatever.
trembling hands, the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker. You fall to your knees, barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, we'll kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back. How disappointing.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, hasn't this already happened? If she ended the world, why did I respawn?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've
You
just met for
liar.
the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
Who is the voice of the broken? Was that the previous character we were playing? Oh no.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second guessing yourself.
I'm out.
You're right. We should just leave. There's nothing we can do to stop her. So seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
And my character has no free will. My let's just, you know what? Let's just go.
That's great to hear. As long as you bring that fiery attitude to princess slaying, I think this will all resolve splendidly. So much for getting out of here, if that's what you want. I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to
My
see.
character's either gonna be a bird or a dragon.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror.
Come on, how do you look like?
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Whatever the narrator says becomes realities. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. From up. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
He needs to stop
It
simping.
doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
You need to stop saying that. It's gonna start manifesting.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
And you're still stuck down here.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Hmm. Let's see what happens if we drop it.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. You didn't have to do that, and yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Oh my god, Broken, you need to stop simping.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Damn. Hmm. No.
But the words don't leave your mouth. Instead, your legs buckle, your knees hit the floor.
Interesting.
That's my good little bird. No. Why don't we talk? The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world.
I
That
never
hurt like
said
a
that in
sword on
my.
my heart.
I never said that.
It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs. I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
She has some big hands. I don't know, if you're in this game, whatever you say becomes reality.
It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
So you don't want to end the world, you just want to change it. I don't know.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? You shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. How do you feel? He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. If you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
That's a good question.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There is an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
What does she want to do though?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Yeah.
Don't be rude. Of course, it's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful God unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't
Seriously?
even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you being so struck by my glory. So overwhelmed by what I am that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
Girl, no.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can do whatever you want to do. Yeah, girl, take a hobby.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
I'm just gonna say no.
I say, perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she wants. No objections here. Don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade. As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Narrator, that's you pushing me. Oh, see, I don't even have a choice.
You reach forward, grasp the blade.
Narrator, I'm starting to hate you.
Stand.
This one's easy. See, this isn't so bad. Okay, yeah, we could do that. We were probably going to stand anyway. You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce.
Yeah, it's the narrator and it's the princess.
The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this. Oh, we'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
See, my character, my character is just a puppet between the princess and the narrator. My God, my poor character. Yeah, screw it.
No, you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done. The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god.
Against both of you.
It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion. But you're not the one resisting me, are you? There's something else in there. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is is she talking about you?
She's probably talking about the broken.
That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me. She
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No, no. What are you talking about? I'm just.
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Ah!
Narrator.
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries. Your blood flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever.
Oh my gosh, she's controlling the narrator's voice.
No.
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond
Girl, I'm
this
not gonna do
place.
that. I'm gonna go to McDonald's and eat some fries.
You will. I promise.
I know you will.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3, The Hypothesis.
You're on a path in the woods. At the end of that path. Oh, let me guess. At the end of that path is a cabin. Excuse me? This is the third time we've been here. This is hardly a path in the woods. It's all big and weird. Another witness to her radiance. Her hour is soon upon us.
Oh my god, the broken is really getting on my nerves.
I'm here to keep him in check. I'm sick of prying fingers digging around in our head, and he's making it all too easy for them to get in.
Wait, is the voice of the narrator? The voice of the paranoid, the narrator in the other playthrough?
This is bad. Oh, is it now? I hadn't noticed. Do you need a primer, Mr. Amnesiac? No, I'm quite all right, but if all of you would take a moment to settle down, there's something important I'd like to get across to you before it's too late. Is it about the princess? We already know all about the princess. Not to be trusted, that one. No, I mean, yes, it's about the princess, but whatever you think I'm going to say, it's probably not that. You're not to be trusted either. Look, fine, just out with it already, yeah? If I hear the words, "You're here to slay her," or "If you don't, it will be the end of the world," you're lost speaking privileges. You two are just wasting your time. It's all going to end when we open that cabin door, which means it's already all over. What's the point of dawdling when the end is already written? Okay, that nonsense he's going on about, that's what we need to talk about. You've been here before, obviously. So you have met us. Boy, when you forgot about that last time. No, I haven't met you, but reality is clearly falling apart at the moment. The only reason that would happen is if you knew things you weren't supposed to know.
Oh, we weren't supposed to. Okay, see? Words can manifest in reality in this world, so that would make sense why we wouldn't have had to know about the princess. Oops.
What? What the hell is talking about those weird marble trees and how wrong everything looks? Yes, exactly. Whatever you did before gave her far too much power. So you've got to cut it out, get to that cabin and slay her before things get any more out of hand.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
We've built a new god, and she is limitless.
It's probably the broken that's giving her all this power.
What's doing that? Make her small, make her small, make her small, make her small. Shit. What if I'm doing it wrong? What if I'm making her even stronger? Do you hear those two with their runaway thoughts? I'm only giving you the sliver of information I'm giving you now because things are already deep in the shitter. This was my last card to play, and it looks like it's already made things worse. So hurry, can now.
Okay, let's see. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Run. Wait, not run away. You know what? Let's answer that. What am I?
As you finish your inane question, the ground quakes beneath your feet. You feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings. The trees start to sway, and then even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else. The end of everything, the beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free. Stop believing everything you hear. You just have to get thoughts in order. We just have to think straight. Already know everything you need to know.
Alright, let's go to the cabin. Sorry for asking questions.
The cabin explodes.
What?
You flung backwards, violently slammed into a tree as debris rains down around you.
Oh my god, she's turned into a titan.
You watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you.
She looks like a biblical angel. What is going on?
The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
Okay, let's do this thing. Oh, let's just save. This is amazing. Return. Take the blade. Let's take the blade.
Screw all of this up with you. A real god would need us as part of their plan.
Yes.
You'll never make it to her. And even if you do, what could you possibly hope to accomplish? We'll do what we're always supposed to. We'll take this blade and we'll sink it into her heart. Look at the way everything's being blown around her. If we just throw ourselves in her direction, I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Maybe none of this is real. Maybe we can do whatever we want to do.
I think he's right.
With a forceful tug, you yank the blade out from the tree. You close your eyes and take a deep breath, and for a moment you can feel everything around you, like you're a part of everything. Everything is a part. Then your eyes open, settling on your target. It's time.
Let's go.
You launch yourself towards the princess. You can feel her gravity envelop you, carrying you from the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Even now, we defy. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end what's destined to end everything.
Yeah, do it. Show her.
Oh. End this.
Why do I feel so cold?
I'm sorry. You do not get the chance to slay her. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place? What?
No! Where did she go? She's gone. Is this the end of the world? Did she end herself? There's that mirror. Why is it here? Why now?
I have no idea. I don't know where she went and I don't know how do we even go looking for her. The narrator is gone. Let's just approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror is never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final. It's calling us. Not in a good way. I don't want to look at us.
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's calling us. Not in a good way.
Is it the end of the world or just the end of the game?
I don't want to look at us.
Oh. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach for their gun, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Is it the princess? The body? It's you. What? What is this? What am I? You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Are you what sends me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only what they are.
The gift of the fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you. How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Yeah.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Now I'm conflicted. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna save. Okay, guys. I'll end the playthrough right now. We'll see what happens on the next one. Take care.